This is Beyond the Lash Line with Carissa with a CH. Yes, that's because my name is spelled with a CH, and this is the first episode, so I felt like I would clarify that. I want to take you to another part of your business, right? We focus so much on learning these techniques, and we don't focus as much on the actual clients and how to speak to them. We don't focus on our client communication. It is so important. Our technique does nothing if we can't speak to our clients who literally pay our bills. If you want this higher paying clientele, you're gonna have to have more of a concierge mindset. We should be giving them an amazing experience. So I think everything boils down to your communication. And if there is anything I can say that you're going to get from listening to this podcast, it's going to be not just me telling you, do better with your communication and try to do better. You've got this. No, I'm going to actually tell you what to say. I'm going to tell you what to say exactly. Now, you don't have to say it exactly, but I'm going to tell you so that you can write it down and you can use that to then branch off into your own voice and your own identity. I know that a huge problem I had at the beginning was being told to communicate better, but I wasn't being told how. Nobody told me how to do that. In my coming podcasts, when I'm talking about how to communicate to a client about foreign fill not being able to be filled because they're all glued together, I'm going to tell you exactly what to say, and you can adjust it how you like, but it at least gives you a framework. If I'm talking to you about how to enforce your policies or how to handle the late appointments or the last minute cancellations, the reschedules, all these things that require a bit of a tap dance of, hey, this is a business. You can't just say, yeah, well, this is my policy. You can, but it's probably not going to give you a great clientele. And if you're listening to this and you do say that and you're not fully booked and you do find yourself losing clients, that's why. I just want you to know that when it comes to those situations, I'm going to tell you exactly what you can say, and you can adjust it how you see fit or say exactly what I tell you to say. I have built a business where I'm charging fills $100 and $150 every 2 to 3 weeks, though I even have clients that could come at 3.5, 4 weeks because their retention is amazing. But they still come at the 2-week mark because they love the experience, and I have one lovely, amazing woman that comes every week. I was like, I don't even know what to do with your lashes. She gets a mini fill 1 week, she gets a full fill the next week. But my point is, if you make it a great experience and you build these relationships through communication and being understanding, empathetic, and connecting with these clients, you're gonna have a great result, and you're gonna be able to build this business that you're gonna have clients that are okay with you having to call out once in a blue moon because your child is sick, or because you have a flat tire, or all these crazy, ridiculous things that happen in our lives that we can't always predict. Now, if we're shoving policies down people's throat, we're gonna have a hard time telling them like, oh, I am so sorry, like this horrible thing happened, please be empathetic and understand that I can't make it to your appointment. They're gonna say, well, where was that empathy for me when I was on that side? Because these things can happen on either end of this. If you have the right clientele, then they're not just trying to get out of it because they can't afford it. And that's another thing that comes from swapping the clientele that you're targeting and communicating with them appropriately. So I want to get that through to you because you cannot build this business if you're not willing to have a little give. And you know what? If your business is working and you're fully booked and you're fine with your prices, your bills are paid, then that's okay. That means you got it. You've built your business. I'm so proud of you. You did it. But for those of you that don't have the full clientele, that aren't charging higher prices and they need their bills paid a little bit more, they can't afford to go on a vacation. They can't afford like a cruise. They can't afford to take a full week off of work because they don't have clients that are willing to maneuver their schedules around for them because you don't maneuver it around for them. You should probably be willing to adjust your way of doing work and doing business with these clients because you are absolutely capable, and I'm sure the work you do is beautiful, and these clients are lucky to have you. They just need to know that they're lucky to have you. This is just a little intro to one of the things that I find so crucial in building this business, and if there's anything I want you to leave my podcast with, is a little bit of information and education on how to communicate. I will break this down in each following podcast on each very specific scenario. And I'll be drawing some of these scenarios from my own experiences, or if I see posts on Facebook groups that I'm just like, whoa, okay, maybe we should talk about this because it seems like it's not an open, common knowledge thing. Maybe I should go into this. And when it comes to communication, I do genuinely know what I'm talking about, and I have been implementing great communication with my clients for the past 7 years now. But you do start somewhere, right? I need you to have the ambition to grow the other skill of communication. I can't stress enough. You can get more clients by being so kind and doing like average work, even below average work. You can get more clients that way than you can with amazing, beautiful work with a piss poor attitude towards your clients. And I mean this as nicely as possible. Respect these clients. They pay you. They literally pay your bills. I mean, unless you have a stream of income from somewhere else, which I'm sure if you work another job, then you're probably respectful and have better communication with your boss there. While these aren't necessarily your bosses, I may not have a boss, but I do have like 30 bosses because each one is so important and I value each one of them. I respect each one of them, and I'm here to work for them. Yes, they're paying me, but I'm here for them. So I need you to up your game, or at the very least be willing to up your game. And that's where I want to come in. I want to help you with that communication. I want to help you with all the little things to make your little business amazing because you deserve it and it's worth it. Lashing has gotten me through absolutely everything and I'm so in love with it. And I want you to be in love with it. And you can't be in love with it if you don't have your clients. I will also say how you communicate with your clients is going to be determined by the type of clients you have. The communication necessary is different. When you have these businesswomen, these successful businesswomen, whether they're entrepreneurs or they're in the corporate world, I don't care. If they are higher class, then they're just higher class. And yes, you'll find higher class people that have a lower income, but they're going to be paycheck to paycheck, and your communication is going to revolve around the clientele that you're attracting, and the clientele you attract boils down to your pricing. So I absolutely hope that there is something that I can teach you to build your business. Thank you for chatting with Carissa with a CH and joining me Beyond the Lash Line.